Forge here. Just wanted to talk to you a little bit. A lot of people want to know how I got into this, how I got started, what I used to do. So I'm going to tell my story here. That's what this video is going to be about today. I was a state of Georgia correctional officer. Had to retire early on disability because I had major back surgery. Soon after that, I found out I had congestive heart failure. So I'm toting a little pacemaker defibrillator right here in my chest. But I was on vacation in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. And being a fan of Forged in Fire, I had seen Iron Mountain Metalcraft and Robby Bowman online, and I told my wife, I said, when we go up there, I said, I might want to try that. So we got to Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. We walked in there. I seen Robby in there helping somebody, wooing and all that he does there. Man, I was fascinated. I told my wife, yeah, I said, I want to do this. Now this was in October of, well, this October will be 5 years ago that I did that. But I went in there and I hammered out a spike with a Robby Bowman. I got hooked, and I went home and I started putting together a forge. Now I didn't have nothing but old carport. It wasn't covered, so I grabbed a bunch of old tarps and stuff, and I made me a little shop in there. I made me a barbecue grill frying pan forge. Fired it with a hair dryer, went and bought some coal. I found a piece of railroad track on Facebook Marketplace. Bought it, made me an ammo out of it. This grinder right here behind me, this one right over here, I don't know if you can see it, belonged to my uncle. So that kind of fell in my lap. It was a family deal, so luckily I got to start off with a 2x72 grinder. So I got out there and I started hammering out spikes, trying to make a knife. And I have to show you my very first one. Hold on a second. I'm back. Alrighty. I know it's not good to leave a gap like that, but this is the very first knife I ever made on my own. Piece of railroad spike that I found laying on the side of railroad tracks over near where I lived. Didn't have any ideas on handles and proportions. Ground it the best I could. I had to do a full grind on it because I hammered that joker. I left it about a 1/4 inch thick, so I had to grind it down to thickness. But you know, that's number one right there, not including the one I made with Robby Bowman, which looks better than this. But I just hammered and twisted that one. Anyway, I came home, put together me a forge. After a month or so of doing it, I want some people to learn with me. I wasn't trying to teach anybody how to do this, but I advertised on Facebook or made a post on Facebook, hey, if you want to come learn to do railroad spike knives with me, you know, shoot me a message and come on over. All I ask for is a donation to help cover coal and grinding belts. And Scott Titus, who was my partner, he was the very first person to come and make a knife with me. And he just kept coming, and we decided to become business partners. So he's my second-hand man here in the shop. You know, he takes care of stuff I'm not able to. I can't weld because of my pacemaker, and he's got a pretty artistic mind. He makes some pretty cool stuff. So he makes his own blades, I make some blades. We work together on blades. You know, we got his, mine, and ours out here. But anyway, after a few months, you know, I started wanting to try other stuff. I made my first forged blade out of a piece of concrete stake that I found. I know it's bad steel, but I hammered that joker out, you know, from round stock, made a blade out of it, put a piece of bamboo floor sample that I got from Lowe's. I used to make the scales on it. I made it square because I didn't have no idea how to shape the knife handle. So, but it's no good. It's sitting over there on the shelf too. I'm not gonna go grab it, but that was my first knife I ever did with a handle on it. So I started making other knives, and you know, flat stock, you know, leaf springs, and I ordered a little bit of steel from Texas Knife Maker Supply. Got some 1080 flat bar. I'd forged some. I got some just to make knives out of and grind. We forged a good bit, made a few knives, and I was showing people, hey, look at this, and they said, well, you need to go on that show. I said, nah, maybe in 2 or 3 years I might give it a shot. I said, it's too early now. I've only been doing it a few months. So, and I wasn't doing it continuously. I'd get out here every now and then. So, you know, it wasn't getting out here 7, 8 hours a day every day doing it. You know, if you add up my cumulative experience when I went on Forged in Fire, you probably would have 3 months of cumulative experience that I had when I went on the show. But, you know, I went on it. I did the application, turned it in. I wasn't expecting nobody to call me back. I just did it kind of for funsies. A few weeks later, maybe about a month later, my wife come running out there with the phone. I'd left my phone in the house and said, hey, it's Forged in Fire people on the phone. No, it ain't Forged in Fire. Get out of here. And dadgum if it wasn't. And so I talked to them and did my Skype interview a few weeks later. They called me back, said History Channel loved me, wanted me on the show, and I was going to be on episode 1 of season 5, and it was a rookie episode. So, and oh yeah, we want you to make a knife. This is when they called me and told me when I was going to be leaving to come on the show. And it was probably a Tuesday when they called me. They said, we want you to make a competition chopper and bring it with you. And you'll find out why when you get here. So they sent me a piece of W2, but I'd already started making a practice camp chopper out of a piece of leaf spring 5160. And I started looking up competition choppers online, and what I seen, you know, was just a squared off blade, you know, straight blade, square with a handle. So I took that camp chopper I was making, went to the chop saw, chopped the end of it off, turned it into my competition chopper. And that Saturday I was on my way to New York, Long Island, where we stayed, filming in Brooklyn. But anyway, y'all seen the show, y'all know how it turned out. You know, I wasn't first, but I wasn't last. So I come home and I decided, well, now's the time to maybe share this craft with people. And I was getting pretty good doing the railroad spikes. You know, I could turn one out from start to finish in an hour. That's hammering it, grinding it, heat treating it, grinding it, finishing it, sharpening it, and all. I could do it in about an hour, and I was getting pretty good at it. And still ain't the best I could be, you know, because I ain't never gonna stop learning, but I learn every day. Anyway, I started advertising for classes, and you know, the fact that I was on Forged in Fire, you know, I couldn't say anything for that 2 weeks before when they told me, you know, it filmed in August and aired in March, so I waited about 6 months. Once I could, you know, I was already had a few people trickling in I was doing classes with. But once my show aired and I started, was able to say, hey, I'm a Forged in Fire alumni, you know, come learn to make a knife with me. You know, my business picked up. And that was 3 years ago. And right now, I can tell you, I'm booked until August right now, as far as Saturdays go. I've got just a few weekdays in there I've still got available, but I'm booked pretty solid, you know, and I thank the Lord for that, you know, because this has been, you know, kind of my extra income. You know, I ain't getting rich being on disability, but you know, this is what I do. You know, I'm retired, happily retired. I like my hours, you know. I'm gonna get a sign made. I put it out there that says open when I get here and leave when I get ready. But it's been a great experience and blessing for me to be able to share this craft with people, especially the kids. I've done as young as 5 years old doing a horseshoe knife class, and it's just a blessing to see them kids get behind that anvil and hammer away while I'm coaching them, and then see them at the end smiling when they got their own knife they hammered out. You know, and same with the adults, man. I wanted my class to be more hands-on, so it's a little more hands-on. My class is about 2.5 to 3 hours when I do a spike knife class, but you know, I ain't looking to become a millionaire or get rich, but I make some decent money doing it, and I'm happy, and I thank the Lord for that. But I thank the Lord most for everybody that's put their trust in me to come out here and make a knife with me. Because I ain't nobody but old country boy from Augusta, Georgia, got lucky. Got picked to be on Forged in Fire, even though I'm probably the rookiest rookie to ever be on there if you count cumulative time. And I just wanted to share a little bit about how I got started in this. You know, me and Scott still actively make blades. I do classes. We do events. We'll be in Edgefield, South Carolina, July 10th for the Edgefield Market selling. I think the next thing after that will be September that we're going to be doing is the grudge match in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. I put on by my friend Robby Bowman. And so anyway, I just wanted to share this with y'all. I thank you for watching. I know it's a little long and I'm old. I ain't the most dynamic fella in the world, but I just want to tell y'all a little bit how I got going, how I started doing this. Going on 4 years now that I've been, well, 3.5 years. First of the year will be 4 years that I've been doing this, first of this coming year. So, thanks for watching. Get with me to take a class. It's fun. It's a forging experience. You get to hit some hot steel, make a cool memory. So this is Joey signing out. Thank you. God bless.